Yeah. I had no idea what video I was going to do. And then all of a sudden I started getting a bunch of comments from Reddit people and people from Reddit, the Redditors. I don't know. Are you like a nation? Like, it's like, are you Redditese or something like that? A bunch of people from Reddit were I'm getting comment after comment, good comments, most of them, on my video, my old video on Ellen, why I hate Ellen DeGeneres. And all day long, it was like one after the other, and I'm grateful for it, but I was kind of getting overwhelmed. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then I saw one of the comments said, oh, who else is here from Reddit? Talking to other people in the comment section on my Ellen video. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I had to actually ask, like, I'm so fucking slow. I'm like, am I on Reddit? Am I on Reddit? Yeah, am I on Reddit? And somebody's like, yeah, stupid, you're on Reddit. Why do you think we said that? No, we just like to mention Reddit around you and hope it like scares you or something. So I look, and someone had made a post, and I thank you very much, whoever it was. Shout yourself out if you're the person that did it, or you just want to take credit from that person and be a cheat. That's okay too. I mean, I'll take anybody here. I don't have good morals. So the post was something like, and you can go see the post, the Reddit post, if you go to my Ellen video, and they left like a link there. And me and links are hard to come by. I barely know how to turn his phone on. So it said, man predicts Ellen's downfall, and I'm paraphrasing, 2 years before it happens. And it was a link to my video, and then a bunch of comments underneath from Reddit people, and there were a lot. And I'm still getting, like right now, I'm still getting a lot. So then I'm talking to my co-host Eric, my buddy Eric from Hey Internet Eric here, good channel, go sub him. And I was like, dude, I'm getting a lot of posts. And he's like, I heard Reddit's like really popular, but I don't go on there. And I'm like, I know about Reddit. Reddit scares the shit out of me. First of all, let's get Reddit out of the way. I have a love-hate relationship with Reddit and Reddit users. Let me tell you why. Reddit can be the best place to go, and it can be the worst. First off, don't ever go to Reddit if you have any kind of a cold, if you want to ask about a medicine that you're not sure of, if you're having a procedure the next day, because the doomsdayers on Reddit will scare the ever-loving piss out of you. I swear to God, you could go on Reddit and say, hey, I'm thinking of taking an extra strength Tylenol tonight because I have a massive headache. What would you guys take? And the Reddit users will come on, and I swear the doomsday Redditors are the ones. Oh my God, don't take the extra strength. My aunt took an extra strength Tylenol once, and her clit fell off. It did. It fell off. It's a rare effect that can happen to women over 30, but her clit fell off. She can't sew it back on. I so would not take that extra strength Tylenol if I were you. It's a bunch of that shit to where you're like, holy fuck, you're afraid to breathe. I swear to God, if somebody went on and be like, I thought I was going to drink a glass of water tonight on Reddit. What do you guys think? Dear Reddit users, do you drink water? What kind of water do you drink? I don't drink water ever since I found out that if you drink water, you're going to pee a lot, right? And your actual piss tube can come shooting out of your urethra if you drink too much water. And also, I think water gives you cancer. And I have to go put some cellophane over my windows now because the voices are saying stuff from the towers outside of my house, but I'll be right back to make another Reddit post. I looked up when I had my colonoscopy. I was like, how bad is it? I wanted to know how good the drugs were. And obviously, if you see my video when I was high as fuck, they were good drugs. They should market that. I would buy that shit right now. Fuck weed, fuck all that other shit. Sell me the shit they put me to, the date rape thing. Sell me that. I would inject myself with that shit every night. I would date rape myself. It was great. But yeah, I looked on it for twilight anesthesia. How does that work with people? Fuck me, I didn't sleep all night before my colonoscopy because of fucking Reddit people. Most of them were like, oh, it was a breeze, no big deal. But there was a bunch of was like, oh my God, one time my friend had a colonoscopy and he woke up in the middle of it and the pipe was actually coming out of his mouth. And there's somebody else saying like, oh my God, I had twilight anesthesia and it thought it was okay. And I got home and I couldn't pee for a fucking month. I couldn't pee at all. I was just sneezing pee out. Dear God, don't do it. So don't ever, if you're even thinking about Googling like your kid's health or what's going on with them, don't. You're going to get some scary ass. Stephen King writes on Reddit. I'm convinced it's just Stephen King writing scary stories and jerking off at the same time. But yeah, so I guess me and Eric were talking about it, and he says, I guess people kind of take off on Reddit, and I have to believe it because even in the past hour, I've had another 160 views. This guy said on the post, he's like, this guy doesn't have 9,000 views yet on this video. Let's see if we can get him there, something like that. I have way over 9,000 views at this point on that particular video. So now that leads me to the new people that have subscribed and the new people who are congratulating me on Ellen and saying how good I feel about myself. Do I really feel good about myself about Ellen? I don't care enough about Ellen. Like, I'm glad I was proven right. Yeah, there's always that good thing where, you kind of tickle your balls a little bit like I was right. You don't tickle, you just give yourself a high five or say good job in your head or something. whatever. But I tickled my balls, so what? And yeah, I don't really give a fuck about her, but I did kind of like saying I told you so, which I did in another video, which you might want to watch, where I said, I fucking told you so. I told you this. All of a sudden, everybody's coming. But then I see people on Reddit, too, is another thing they do. Is like, it's not like he was the first person to say it. Louis C.K. said it. And it's been rumored for years. And I never said I was the first fucking person to say that Ellen DeGeneres was a nasty, horrible human being. But I am one of the first people to say it who didn't have any who wasn't Hollywood related, who wasn't, who didn't know anybody who was in the business, okay? I was just doing it off that sheer Pinocchio looking face of hers and that evil grin that she always gets. She never smiles. You know what I'm saying? She always gets that. It's like a sinister, it's like the Joker or something like that when the bitch smiles. So, but I know a bunch of you are new now, so welcome. I bash plenty of other celebrities. How do I explain my channel to you people? I am just an unfiltered piece of garbage. Basically, it's gotten me in my trouble my entire life. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'll say some stuff sometimes. It's just off the wall. I'm telling you, I do it. It's a bad habit with me. I will tell you exactly what I'm thinking. Anybody who knows me off this channel and knows me on this channel knows I say the exact same filthy, horrible things about celebrities, give my opinion whether it's popular or not. And I'm not saying that makes me special or anything like that, but it's kind of fun to do. What else should you know about me? I like ponies. I like adults who have faces that look like... You ever seen an adult who looks like a midget who accidentally grew? I knew one of those growing up, like was a friend of a friend. She had the midget like face, but she was like normal sized and it was really disconcerting, but oddly attracting in a way. So that's one of the things I enjoy, like, midgets who grew up, seeing those people. You know them. You know what I'm talking about. They got the midget face, but they're like tall. It's like, what the fuck exactly happened to you? I have a podcast, which is heinous. And it's a podcast because I've been getting in so much trouble on YouTube from videos I've done with hate speech. Like, I'm not surprised yet that the Ellen video hasn't gotten me hate speech. They find hate speech for anything. I've got hate speech for ASMR videos. I've got hate speech for making fun of people who pay other people to overeat until they're almost dead. That's hate speech. That's YouTube. So welcome to my family and all that. Welcome to the Lunatic Express. That is JBTV. I might not be around that long. I do have 2 channels, so you might want to sub my other channel, JBTV Cut, which is just kind of like, I was used to be JBTV 2, but since I think, YouTube wants to fucking neuter me, I put a lot of other stuff on that other channel as a backup in case this one goes bye-bye, because I'm like 2 strikes away from that happening. Podcast, JVTV Uncut Podcast. I will leave a link below that I host with my co-host Eric, who is way good on my podcast. I mean, he's good on other things that he does. I mean, he's there and he breathes. I mean, I consider that good. He can form a sentence without completely just drooling and passing out. But like, he's finally like let go and gotten as dirty and nasty as I have, and I fucking love that. I could just fucking do that with people. I just love that I'm a bad influence. I just love it. I do. And believe me, if you look at some of my older videos on YouTube, you'll see that I get pretty raunchy, and I'm shocked at some of the stuff I've said on my older YouTube videos. I watch what I say now because I'm so petrified. You can't say certain words on YouTube anymore. I'm swearing, and I shouldn't even be doing that because of the YouTube Nazi police. They'll come after you and say, like, hey, you're doing something hateful. But yeah, the podcast is definitely where it's at because it's the one place I don't have to worry about advertisers. I don't have to worry about getting a video pulled. I can say literally whatever I want. I have to say that the last one we did, my season finale of my season 1 podcast, was epic. Not only because of a story I told, but because of a story my co-host told. And if you like gross, sick shit and just stuff that's just fucking wrong, you will love it. I'm telling you, I never have pimped out my podcast or any other part of me this hard my entire life. But trust me, it's really, really good. You want to listen. Monkey, you might want to listen to because someone was a little miffed at you. I'm just giving a little spoiler there. But yeah, so welcome. And if there's any videos that you want me to cover, I mean, shout them out. I'll get to them as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yes, Ellen's an ass, and Tyler Henry still an ass, and those are some good videos. I will say, I'll give myself a little pat on the back on that one. Like, look at my Tyler Henry ones. I can't stand that dude. When I can't stand someone, I can't stop focusing on them, and it gets me really irritated. And I'm told that me being irritated is what makes the world go round and makes everybody happy. So basically, find a story or a celebrity that will irk the fuck out of me, and I'll do a video on it, and I'll be foaming at the mouth pretty much like I was in the Ellen video. But again, thank you to whoever put me on Reddit and made me trend. I don't know if I am, or I just think I am. I'm getting a lot of fucking views, is all I know. And thanks to all the new subs, and shout yourself out and what you want me to cover. And again, I'll put a link below to the podcast. And check out also my buddy's other podcast, Two Bearded Losers, where they talk about horrible movies. Some are good, some are bad, but it's just a really good podcast. And I promised I would pimp that out because I listen to that podcast all the time. So why not just spread the wealth? The J Army, the umbrella, people that are under the umbrella of J. God, was this so self-serving? I'm sorry. I feel like a dick even doing this video. Really. Okay, I'll have to do one more video right now that's probably going to get me in a lot of trouble. So stay tuned. It might be fun.